Hey everyone, it's Teddy, aka James Kazao and MTGO, back to play some GRIXIS Control and Legacy. Last week, the league went pretty well, so we're kind of running it back. I just trophied with this list, and I thought I'd run it back. A little different than the one from last week. I'm running two KAITOS now. A lot of people, this is actually something I've tried at my LGS as well in paper, just because I feel like in paper, just like getting the threat going feels a lot better than online. So I'm trying it online to see if it stands up to scrutiny. And I'm still on this crazy one of reanimate. If anything, it really should be in the sideboard. Because, like, what are you going to do with reanimate against Storm? It's even worse than Fatal Push. I mean, we do have some creatures, but Storm's not going to put our creatures in the graveyard. I don't know. There's a lot of complications with it. But for whatever reason, I'm putting it in the main board for these leagues. This can be very much improved on. Oh, yeah, the other thing that is different that I want to do is only go down to two consigns, being that it is good against Eldrazi, don't get me wrong, but it's not even that good. Like if they're using Cavernous Souls and Consign to Memory is only trading with half a card or 2/3 of a card in Sowing Mycospawn's case, it's not really that crazy. Karnforge Ring has really fallen off. I think people have found that defense grid is not really doing the Vexing Bauble job as much. So I could go with a second Barrowgoyf in the sideboard. I've been really liking this as a ringer, but also there is Caves of Chaos Adventure I want to try again. Oh, I don't have one. Okay, great. How about From the Catacombs then? Because I've been playing a lot of Control Mirrors recently, inexplicably. There we go, perfect. All right, this is my kind of list. Let's hop in there. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I think there is a slot open at the Mind Sculptor tier on Patreon, so if private coaching on GRIXIS Control, or really any deck in Legacy format, I've done coaching sessions for Rescaminator and Delver as well, and they didn't go bad. So yeah, if you want me to help out, check out the highest tier of the Patreon, and if you can't do that, liking, commenting, subscribing goes a long way. And yeah, with that, let's get in there. Let's get this league underway here. Hand's pretty well rounded. There's kind of a weird amount of 3 drops, but we have Brainstorm if we gotta move them around. The first thing we'll want to figure out is whether or not this is a deck with Wasteland in it. If it is not, we can probably go for... Lotus Petal tells me it probably is not. We can go for Volcanic Island here, or we could Surveil. This is probably Sneak and Show. Yeah, let's Surveil actually. Take that. Hmm. Can't very well Brainstorm and Shuffle. Assuming the worst, if I don't hit another Mana Source, I want double blue for Narset. But I also am thinking about hitting Thoughtseize, so... I mean, yeah, we can just see what happens here. Let's go for it. Okay, put back Lightning Bolt and Kolaghan's Command. Yes. Send it back. Hmm. They didn't even Surveil at the end of turn. Not really sure what that means. Alright, we'll activate. Ancient Tomb is also a land that shows up in that deck. Just another land there. Hmm. Yeah, we'll slam Narset here. They have a response. Spell Pierce? What an insult. Most of the decks I've seen doing this are just like... It's like very, very straightforward. It's like 4 stock up, 4, 4, 4, all that. Force of Will, obviously. Didn't realize that there's iteration going on as well. Okay, they forced that through. Hopefully Bowmasters can end this game before they put a more devastating combination together. You can cast Brainstorm. Yeah, I think I'll keep all this. Maybe not Brazen Borrower. Maybe Brazen Borrower, I don't know. Yeah, maybe second Bowmasters is the outlier. Definitely a big part of, I think, winning is getting these Bowmasters in and dealing damage. Looks like they have Force of Will, though. That should buy us a turn. We get more Bowmasters. And I guess I play them right now, right? Yeah. I must be thinking about whether or not to force. Alright, we're in there. They're at 7. They're at 4. If they use Ancient Tomb, we could get them with Lightning Bolt. There's Show and Tell. I can't play this out. They have Omniscience. Okay. Cunning Wish. Okay, we lose. So close. Ooh, actually, I think I messed up. They have to go to a second turn. Because they don't have haste. So I should have bolted in response to... Do it now. Alright. They did not find another ring. Hopefully they never do. But it feels like stock up will be able to find one. Oh shit. I don't think that was supposed to happen. I think they forgot about the burden counters. I think they were feeling so invincible. Unless they only play one ring, I think that might actually be the case. Nothing else really makes sense. Okay, cool. So we were able to aggro them out. That's good news. Take Red Blast. Opposition Agent. We saw green mana but not red. So they might be relying on Intuition. I'm still going to bring in Surgical and Opposition Agent anyways, because even if they aren't playing Intuition, Flash Threats, and also Surgical on Show and Tell or what have you, it's pretty good. Let's go like that. And then for trims, we can go Cling, Lightning Bolt, Basic Mountain, Baleful Strix, and a Kolaghan's Command? Or no, how about a Kaito? Yeah. That looks good. This hand's kind of underwhelming, but Thoughtseize is one of our best tools. We won't have to fight for land drops as long as we don't just like draw too many lands after this, which does happen pretty often in this deck. There's so many lands in it for a legacy deck, yeah. And this one doesn't even have the waterlog teachings in it, so pretty unfortunate, but if we find Brainstorm, we could turn this around. I'm a little paranoid about some kind of back to basics effect. I don't know why. I don't know why. I mean, on the channel last week, you saw how Majesty of the Moon almost beat us. Okay, I thought they were going to Veil of Summer, but it's just Island Cycling. That is a real relief. There's the One Ring. There's not really too much point in taking anything else, right? Taking Force of Will is tempting. They still need to throw a 4th land for the One Ring. I don't know. It's just the best card there. Let's not mess around too much. Island go. Kolaghan's Command. Work on their resources a little bit. I mean, I guess if they play Show and Tell next turn, if their 2 top decks were like Show and Tell, Emrakul, That might be a reason not to play Bowmasters right now. Seems like we're okay. Hit Brainstorm. That's pretty good. Ah, it's still there, not done. Yeah. I'd be shocked if they didn't have their whole damn combo rolled together now. We're praying for a Thoughtseize. Nah, that's not bad either. Okay. This still gets a red source. There's still one more Badlands in there. I guess that's worth it if they set up for another turn. It would be really nice to be able to surveil. Okay. It's pretty nutty how much sculpting and cantripping they fit into their end step there when Bowmasters was resolving. Okay, yeah, they are setting up for another turn. Lucky for us, huh? Tameo? Is that good enough? I want to say no. And it might give us something to do with Kolgon's command too. That probably is good enough. Seeing as they have potentially 2 Cunning Wish in hand, and they might be needing to use Intuition to put their combo together. They might really not want to deal with that. We'll see. Yep. Do you think they'd have 2 of those? In my experience, this usually goes for Intuition, but if they got something crazy like Flusterstorm, no, we could be in some trouble. Oh my god, it's Flusterstorm. Okay. So they have Force and Fluster. I wonder if I should extract... Oh wait, Cunning Wish gets exiled. Can't surgical it anyways. Busted. Alright. I'm kind of assuming that they're going to be able to resolve Show and Tell next turn, which means I'll get an additional red source, because I'll get to put in this Badlands. Lucky me. Oh my god, please give me something here. They put a card on top. Is it worth surgicaling right now so I can know what to fight around? Just have some idea of what to do. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Oh my god. Okay, so my theory was right. There is only a singleton One Ring. They put something on top that luckily is not there anymore. Damn. Veil Summer. Veil Summer is not good for me, but Shieldred's Edict is okay. I can't really K-Command right now either, because it's pretty easy for them to just drop Ancient Tomb, right? I think. Alright, I really gotta pick my spot. I'm shocked they shuffled away their Force of Will, though. That does surprise me. Seems like a helpful spell. They're so patient. Alright, let's see if this baits out Veil Summer, because then that will give me increased damage output. Or maybe they'll just Fluster. Either way, it's not bad. Yep. Gotta work through that interaction. This way they won't draw a card. Like next time, they'll probably protect from Red Blast with Veil, and yeah, that won't get them a card off Veil, which is nice. Kind of out of tricks though. Consign is like a decent draw. Can stop Emrakul's extra turn trigger or Annihilator trigger if the race is like close enough, but I have Edict already, so And I'm below 15, so like, that doesn't really matter. Still no Cunning Wish? Oh, does that come after? Does that come after they resolve the show and tell and the omniscience? That seems like too difficult. Snapcaster Mage, so good. So good. However, probably has to be like Snap, Red Blast, Snap, Red Blast. Snapping Thoughtseize into this Veil Summer seems really bad. Although, I do want to turn this 5-turn clock into a 2-turn clock. I'll find some excuse to cast it. Maybe like Kolaghan's Command or something. I don't know. There we go. Red Blast. I just let it go. If I extract Cunning Wish, does that really do enough? Shit. I feel like Snap is, well, I don't know. Red Blast is pretty good. It's pretty good. Red Blast on an Omniscience is kind of what we need to cover all our bases with that Shieldred's Edict there. But I don't know, I feel like extracting Cunning Wish, it gives me information back and it gives them 1 turn to figure this out. Carpet of Flowers. Alright. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty safe here. As safe as you can reasonably be against a deck like this. Yeah, they showed me. I mean, I should know if they don't have any, if they have any flusters or not. I just looked at their whole deck and I extracted Cunning Wish, so I should know. We also saw Spell Pierce, so I don't know. Tropical Island, Carpet. 1, 2, 3 islands right here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 mana. Not quite enough for Emrakul. Are they casting Omniscience? That's pretty good too. Fortunately, my hand is weird enough to beat it, but holy cow, yeah, they really made a game of this by top decking Omniscience. Veil Summer might really screw things up. Damn. Wish there was a way. This is really scary. Cervica replicate what? Twice? Nah, just once. Yep. Unfortunately, I can't Edict right now. Hopefully they draw land or something useless. Please. Okay, cool. We might never know what they drew. But yeah, if they drew something like Stock Up or like who knows what, I think they easily could have won with an Omniscience, even though I have Edict. Wow. Crazy stuff. What a first round. Welcome back for round number 2. I think this hand's totally fine. Double Basic Swamp is pretty weird. But for the most part, it's not that bad. Windswept Heath usually means Nadu these days, but Cradle Control just won the Showcase Challenge, so it could be something like that. I'm gonna go ahead and ponder. Play around Wasteland for at least a turn. If I am up against Cradle Control, Strix is like okay. But you really want like a removal spell more like. And if this is breakfast, then yeah, that's an unacceptable ponder to keep. I did enter in the showcase challenge because it was free. I have a lot of QPs, and I got to like, yeah, just don't really have anything else to use them on, so I entered that. Round 1, I beat Doomsday. Round 2, I beat Mill. Round 3, I beat Eldrazi, and I was like, oh, this is going pretty good. But I work every Saturday night, so Sunday mornings are really not good. And it was daylight savings, so I had even one less hour of sleep than normal. So I was working on like 3 or 2.5 hours of sleep, and I was just like, yeah, I can't do this. I'm going back to bed. And also, I lost round 4 and round 5 because I just couldn't do it. I was too exhausted. I'm gonna let Stoneforge resolve. I have the Brazen Borrower. If they invest their next 2 turns into putting a Kaldra on the field, I'm pretty okay with that. If they get a Shuko, we have some issues. Sort of Feast and Famine. That is an interesting one. Protection from black and green. The green doesn't apply so much, but... And then again, like, our removal spells are not really... Our black removal spells don't really target, you know? They can sail through Baleful Strix. That's about, I think, the scariest thing about that. And Barrowgoyf. Ideally, I get a clue token out of this, but if they cast Swords to Plowshares, I'm just gonna cast Brainstorm. Yeah, Sword of Feast and Famine. Incredible card at the EDH table. I don't think I've ever seen it in Legacy before. As y'all know, I recently played some Sword of Fire and Ice. Really fun card. But equipment is hard to leverage in this format. Mother of Runes. We will have to deal with that. Between my 4 Lightning Bolts and my 4 Bowmasters, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to. If I have to, I'll Petty Theft it. I don't want to, but we'll see. Alright, got a clue. They might Swords after I Brainstorm, but then they're also not putting in the sword. They'll have to ask themselves what they want to address. 2 Lightning Bolts. You can cast both of them. Put those 2 Swamps back. That happened. Nice. Okay. Bolt your Mother of Runes. That card's unbeatable. Literally unbeatable. And then I'll let them put in the sword. Spend some mana trying to equip it, and then Lightning Bolt. Tamio's green on the backside. That's so interesting. I can't target anything. But worth noting that any creature equipped with Sword of Feast and Famine has protection from Tamio Seasoned Scholar, but not Tamio Inquisitive Student. I have a feeling this deck probably has Wasteland. I'm already exposed to it, but I don't want to just have a bad time against 2 Wastelands, you know? Okay. It's not like I traded an actual card, but trading 2 mana for free, it feels nice. It feels nice. Pardon me for one moment here. I don't really like trying to get over the line with this Tameo. I think I'm going to get Brainstorm back. I think it's the safest thing to do. You could say I'm a chicken for not trying to ultimate this Tameo, but it really does not seem like the right thing to do. And look, they're pitch casting Endurance. This has to be the best possible outcome for us, right? They spent 2 cards on a Planeswalker loyalty ability. I don't see how it could get much better. A little sad that our graveyard is gone for Snapcaster Mage, but they also just put 2 Lightning Bolts back in our deck. Neither the Reliquary. Do I have to force that? This card's always a problem. Okay, Scalding Tarn, no. Activate Clue. Baleful Strix? Yeah, it's not going to work. It's not going to work against this. It's not going to work against anything until I deal with that sword, but let's try and devise a plan. Pitch Snapcaster Mage. Won't have that for the rest of the game, unfortunately, but I think we'll manage. Another Force of Will. Okay. Can we get over the line? With these beats, did we stabilize? I'm gonna bounce it at first. I want to get in with these Bowmasters. Now let's just do this. Lightning Bolt. They have 2 lands in their graveyard, so Knight of the Reliquary is a 4/4. I could try to burn it down. And if they play a land, I guess it'd have to be a fetch land. Okay, yeah. We're gonna definitely Force a Will that then. Did not work out. Are they getting a Dried Arbor preemptively? No. The hell's this? Oh, questing. Almost said Druid. This one I can burn down. Questing Beast Druid. Questing Druid. Alright, hand me that Force of Will, please. Any turn you don't cast a spell, I'm going to cast Brazen Borrower. This is not a hard lock since Tammy only +2s and then -3s to recur. But it feels pretty darn close. Caracas, huh? I feel like they must have just drawn that. Oh, that's good. This card is a real problem. Alright, how are we gonna do this? Good top deck? That's pretty good. Plus Brainstorm. Shit. Alright, we might be screwed. I mean, at the very least, sort of Feast and Famine does not give lifelink or anything like that. But damn, dude. Missed on that bolt. There were 3 of them. At least they can't give it +4/+4 and equip it. They don't really need Trample with the sword on there. But if they want the sword trigger, they need to ignore Tamiyo. Which means unless they drew a land, I can get it with Bolt. But they'll probably just exile the Bolt, activate Tamiyo. A lot going on here. Not to mention it might be kind of scary for them to attack. Because I'm cracking back. Cracking back hard. Always ready to crack back. Okay, they are attacking me. Concerning. They want that trigger. Doesn't change too much for me. Green Suns for 3. I can't let that happen. I don't want to show them that I have 2 of each basic. And unfortunately they left 1 up, so can't activate Tamiyo effectively here. And my clock is delayed. How about an edict off the top though? Lightning bolt, very funny. Ah, man. I mean, it could swing the race, right? It really could swing the race. They did not activate Keynight Curator. I guess that makes sense. I have so much mana up. They'd have to spend 4 mana on this to give it turn into a 9/9. Yep. Sorcery. Do you want to do land and creature too? Creature. Land. No Noble Hierarch. Hornet Sting doesn't do it either, baby. Thanks, Tamiyo. Alright, bolt you, I guess. Before they untap all their lands. I guess it doesn't matter. Swear to God, if they have endurance. Better not have endurance. Swords. Oh no. Alright, I need a top deck here. Help. Thoughtseize? Crap, I lose. I lose! That's a bummer. Guess I can try and fool them, but I don't think it's gonna work. I scoffed at Sword of Feast and Famine, but when that brainstorm missed, I truly had nothing. Looks like they would have won anyways. They would have survived at 1. Wow, can't believe they just let that happen. Oh shit, I could have gotten Brainstorm if I thought that was gonna work. Wow, I'm stupid. I'm stupid! Urgh! Let me guess. Yep, Kolaghan's Command. That would have helped. I mean, not post... Wait, maybe. No, it becomes a 7/7. It's like gigantic. I don't know. Shit. That was upsetting. From the Catacomb seems great. Ah. Spellbomb's a value positive way to keep their creatures small. Price of Progress. I like taking that approach too. Jeez. I'm not like shocked I lost, but I definitely felt like I was gonna win. Protection's really busted though. What are we going down on? Thoughtseize, already trimmed a land. Probably Barrowgoyf. Anything that does not have flash and is a creature without an ETB can go. And then a forcible on the play. Alright. Woof. Yep. Keen-Eyed Curator. Card is very powerful. Opponent also gets to keep 7. Good for them. Looking good to me. I highly doubt they would proactively fight my Snapcaster Mage. Okay, new plan. Can't let them have that. Seems like I might even get some extra value out of enabling Kaito. It's not happening as quickly as I would have wanted, though. And why'd they lead on Horizon Canopy? Do they not have any other lands? Ooh, Wasteland? That's pretty annoying. Snapcaster Mage, yep. I mean Stoneforge Mystic. Do they get Sword again? Confirm that Cauldron was not in their hand that whole game. Sword of Fire and Ice? That one's even worse for me. Alright. Please don't have Endurance. Great. Now I just need to draw a land. And for them to not produce a blocker. We should be pretty far ahead here. Or if they can't Wasteland me because they're like low on lands, which they're kind of indicating by playing out Horizon Canopy early on. Seems like they have their lands. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. They have another Stoneforge. See if they're willing to block, because they might not be, honestly. Damn, that's a lot of swords. Oh, now what? Other runes? Don't think they'll want to block with that either, but geez. A lot of things I need to answer. Opposition agent right on time, of course. Alright. Start with the only thing I know how to do. Okay. Here's the deal, though. If I tap down Mother of Runes, unless they have like a Lotus Petal or something crazy, I don't see how they get the sword in and equip it. That's a 5 mono line. Or they could put it on Mother of Runes. Pretty sure this does everything I want it to. I feel better with a Force of Will, though. They could just equip their Stoneforge Mystic. That would be, like, pretty solid. Wasteland, yep. Damn, this card again. Putting a damage on Kaito. Let's attack. No block. Strix is not the worst here. Just really hoping for a removal spell. Maybe I just need Nimble Obstructionist to just like counter the equip, I guess. Can still take out Kaito though, and that's a real problem. Both swords offer protection from Strix. Yeah, I'll just bin both of these. I need a removal spell, I think. Because red mana is a good step one. Fatal Push, perfect. And Thoughtseize. Okay. Put back Cling and Ponder. Or Brainstorm? I think with this mana out, Brainstorm gets pretty strong. So yeah, I think it is Ponder. Thoughtseize you. Take Knight. Okay. Y'all know what needs to happen. The safe thing to do, I think, would just be attack Kaito with both Stoneforge and Key Knight Curator. Then I guess hardcast a sword. That would not be the worst. I mean, it'd still be kind of rough, but... I mean, I do look desperate. I couldn't take them off both swords, so the Thoughtseize made sense. And I binned both of the cards that I saw on Kaito, so it all kind of checks out. It checks out. Oh, Gaia's Cradle? Yikes. So they can equip again. Let's let them go to combat. Fortunately, Strix is only 2 types, not 3, so... I mean, not that it matters. Fatal Push is pretty absolute. The mana just drains, okay. We knew what they drew as well, so that's nice. Do I want to be off red mana, though? If they want to wasteland me again, I think that's mostly fine. Hopefully that life point is important. Target Brainstorm, got it. Alright, what do we get? Just a land. Not awful, I guess. We have to beat Mother of Runes. Not an enviable position. Bowmasters kind of solves this problem. If I hit Bowmaster's Bolt on this Surveil, that would be pretty god tier. None of the above. Jesus. Alright, bin them both. Force of Will. Not quite it. Let's cast Brainstorm. There it is. Not a second too late. Not a second too late. That was a god tier Brainstorm. I think I do want them to spend mana on casting that sort of Feast and Famine as well. But if they go straight for the equip, I'll have to bolt, obviously. Because if it gets pro red, you know, I can't bolt it anymore. Did I miss lethal? I think I probably did, right? No, I don't have double red. They were at 5 though, and I had kind of a lot of reach in hand. Like, I could have probably turned off Horizon Canopy or something. I also am giving them mana via that Cradle. So yeah, I'm not really... Doing a great job here. Okay, you're at 4. It is a 5 mana line to play and equip sword. Then I could just bolt them. But is it safer just bolt Stoneforge? I don't think anything can really go wrong at that point. I don't know. Yep. See if they drew a blocker. Alright. Taking it to game 3. This is the kind of matchup where you would rather have Fatal Push than Lightning Bolt. Just because creatures like Night of the Reliquary, Questing Beast, they can be too big. It is tempting to have huge creatures like Barrowgoyf, but I really do think From the Catacombs is going to do that job a lot better. Just being soft to Swords to Plowshares seems really poor. And I guess I will cut Cling to Dust out of respect for Keen-Eyed Curator. They had it both games. It might be more than just a Green Sun Zenith target. They might be running like a 2-of or something. Northside's also interesting because, like, you definitely want to outcard this deck. But given they play Wasteland and all that, it might be a little too difficult. What does that mean? Consign to Memory can sometimes get you out of a jam. Doesn't seem quite good enough, though. I could just play Barrowgoyf, I think. How about Tameo? If I'm going to have something soft as swords, I want to be more impactful earlier. And I can always pitch it to force. Even though I know they play Karakas, so it's not like the most amazing choice or anything, but I do think it's better than Barrowgoyf in this position. Especially if we can maneuver to, like, holding up Brainstorm or something. This hand is good. We just have to, I guess, not get wastelanded too hard and draw some lands. But that doesn't seem impossible. Green Sun for 0. That walks into Bowmasters. Alright, how about a land off the top? Not quite. I would pitch that to Force, I think. Or no, I'm probably pitching Snapcaster Mage. Seems like they have a 3 mana line. Yep. Alright. Underground Sea. Land? Shit. Next turn for sure, right? Hopefully. Thalia. Thalia's quite good. Alright, how about a land? Shit. Oh man, this is not good. Can't be all or nothing, right? Can't be all the lands or none of the lands, right? Seems ridiculous. Alright, deck. Help me out, please. Begging you. Shit. Well, I mean, I can Fatal Push Thalia. Then maybe next turn I can get a land, hopefully. Yep. Put a card on top. Endurance. Endurance is pretty scary. I don't think I can afford to fight over it, though. Push Thalia. And shuffle Fatal Push back into my deck. Put it on bottom, rather. And I can Edict Endurance. We are praying that they did not put a Wasteland on top. Oh, no! Fuck me. Fuck me. This is so bad. Maybe now I can top deck a land, though. There should be quite a few. I should have quite a few. Good enough. Yep. Alright. We are praying for some not messed up stuff here. Yeah, that's a big hit. Alright, swing in. No block. Get Bowmaster back. Could plus. Might be hard for them to take out Kaito. At 5 loyalty. They might have another Hierarch though, so yeah, tap it down. And if they have another Hierarch, then I lose Kaito anyways. Yeah, that was silly. Always messing up here. Another Edict. Alright, well I really need a land then, huh? Swing in. Alright, we got there. Activate. There we go. I guess I'll put Tamiyo on top. Seems pretty darn likely though that I'm casting Bolt this turn. Maybe not. Cast Bowmasters before this Exalted trigger resolves. Target Noble Hierarch. Okay, it works. I'm expecting like Stoneforge or just anything here. Ramanop Excavator. Wow. Yeah. That's pretty good. My clock is getting really low. Wasteland is back. Please Wasteland me now. Great. Oh. Might as well do this anyways, I don't know. Cast Edict. Cropping Endurance. Cast another Edict. Tick up. Hit for 7. They might have swords. Yep. Now they're tapped out. Does Bolt work? Yep. Sweet. Close one against Maverick there. I do feel like I kind of messed up in game 1. Like when they were F6'd and my Tamiyo activation could get through the Curator, I definitely should have gotten Brainstorm back. That was so silly. But cool. Yeah, we are now 2-0. Welcome back for round number 3. Looking good. Now it's the following morning. Island Ponder. I wonder if this is Sneak and Show again. There's been a lot of Sneak and Show. People are quite excited about it. No shuffle. Maybe we'll do that too, huh? Yeah, I like Thoughtseize here. I suppose I'll also take a Kolaghan's Command over a Lightning Bolt. I mean, who even knows what this is, right? Tundra. Well, Tundra's interesting. I think the scariest Tundra deck right now would be, like, Stifle Knot, so I'm glad I took this Kolaghan's Command. Then we'll see if I also want that Lightning Bolt, if it's like Azorius Delver or something. Oh, it's Miracles. Okay. We take the 2-for-1 here, take Brain Surge. Miracles. They might Stone Rain me next turn. But it would come at the cost of Stone Rain to themselves. It's more like a boom, honestly. Or bust. One of them. It's like a boom or a bust. But yeah, I don't care about this card in the long run. In the long run, it will be fine. Play that Swamp, send it back. Might Lotus Petal this to Brainstorm, or I could just pitch cast Force. We'll see. Bombard them with Bowmasters. I thought about forcing. I wasn't about to force back. I was just going to take the W. Yep. That's fine. We're grinding them out. As long as each Bowmaster is 2-for-1ing. Terminus is a pretty good way for them to trade 1-for-1. But I assume that it would be hard to maneuver that. Since if their main method of putting cards or setting up miracles is Brain Surge or Brainstorm, we'll also get some pings on the way out. Perfect draw. Nothing, huh? Alright, play Bowmasters. Maybe they'll force again. Last card will be Terminus. I'll K-command the other one back. Going crazy over here. Resolves. I'm gonna try and brainstorm that away. I'm not really excited about that. Got two things I want to shuffle now. Maybe I should have invested a Lotus Petal. I just don't know. I feel like having more cards in hand is pretty, is clutch. I like clutch things. I've got more diverse basics than they do, I think. A lot of these decks splash red because it's pretty free. But I mean, we'll see. You discard, I get Bowmasters. That's the deal. Oh shit. Counterspell. That's sad. Brazen Borrower. Alright, cast Brainstorm. Damn. Don't think I'm gonna get rid of this shit. Damn, boy. I could, I guess, Surveil at some point. Or I could try and get rid of it again next turn. We're pushing good damage, it must be said. And they're not making any land drops towards that terminus. Cast and Brainstorm, you got it. Might even be able to effectively win on the spot, should I be able to... Wait, hold on, this doesn't make sense, does it? Yeah, if they wanted to set up a miracle, wouldn't it have to have been before their draw step? Hmm. Yeah, that's fine. It's not what you're supposed to fight over. Bowmasters is still here, and it's like the major thorn in their side. This deck does draw cards. And it will accrue quite a bit of value until they remove it. And there's Terminus. I wonder. I really do think I can hardcast these forces. I'm really confident about that. Alright, now the top of our deck is a complete mystery. Brainstorm. Damn. I just can't do it. Well, actually, I found a Ponder. Never mind. I can do it. Cast Ponder. Oh, man. Tempting. I think I'm going to win anyways. Well, I mean, even at that rate, though. Double Force? Shit. I don't know. Alright. I've been convinced. If I really need to Force of Wills, I guess I'll Cling to Dust. But I can't imagine Mystic Sanctuary is the most appealing option here. There's a weird stop in the draw step. Do they have another Terminus? I think they would have cast it for sure. Get Lost. I will force. Sweet. Cling your Terminus. Haven't seen a lightning bolt yet, so why don't we try to make that happen? Stifle could stop this. They don't have anything. Blue-white control, miracles, brain surge and counterspell. No Narset or Teferi gleaned yet. Very interesting. Oh, we would have found it. That's cool. Alright, we want our big grindy bomb. Definitely want Red Blast as well. I'm sure they're citing out all their back to basics now. Unless they're on the Fenris Cloud playbook, who maintains that back to basics is so good against us. I think Reanimate can probably go. They don't really have creatures of their own, and their removal is exile based. Their best creature happens to be a sorcery called Fourth Aerolingus. I don't even know if they're playing it though. Could be straight blue-white. Barrowgoyf. I've been trying out keeping Tamiyo in these matchups because it's really inexpensive. So while it's a regrettable trade with Swords to Plowshares, it's not unacceptable. I'll take Opposition Agent too. Trim a Bolt. Trim a Badlands. I don't think I'm going to cut Force of Will until I see there's no like jam elements. The Jeskai jam elements like Days Undoing and Narset and all that stuff. Can trim an Edict though. One more cut. None of the 3-drops, they're also good. And not really one of the enablers as well. How about another Lightning Bolt? There we go. If they are playing 4 Tamiyo and I just missed it that round, having 5 answers is I think is fine. 5/1 mana answers. Now we gotta watch out for two expensive cards here. We're at a weird confluence where we side a land out, but also an expensive card in, and this hand is perfect. It's really fast Kaito, and they might not even feel incentivized to deal with Snapcaster Mage. It's really not that suspicious of a line in the first place, because you're like, yeah, maybe you just do want to deal damage, you know? Damn, another land. Yeah, I think I do want to start extracting some lands here. Top decking is pretty important in this matchup. Yeah, we'll take that. This is just a lot less suspicious than a Snapcaster Mage. And generally a very good card in the matchup. When they swords your Strix, it's pretty good. But it looks like they might have Counterspell. So maybe I do want to try Snapcaster Mage. Don't want to play into Counterspell here. Sorry, my heater's going crazy. Yeah, Counterspell feels likely, and I think they just hit a miracle. There's a weird draw, step, stop. If it was Triumph from St. Catherine, I feel like they probably would have wanted to cast that. Alright, play Snapcaster Mage. See what they want to do about it. Not counter it, it turns out. Geez, another land? You gotta give me a break here. I think it's pretty hard for them to deal with this. They could dress down Swords to Plowshares. They could red blast it on my turn. If they're even playing red, we didn't get any proof of that in game 1. But it seems like they might have decided a little bit down on swords, because they have a 6-card hand, but didn't have one for the Snapcaster Mage. Or it could have just been, like I said, like they're pretty disincentivized to deal with just a Snapcaster Mage. So it seems pretty poor. Bin a land, keep Brainstorm. And like you might be watching this and being like, oh man, too many lands. But that's just kind of the part of playing a control deck. You gotta make your land drops, so these decks just have a high land count by nature. High for Legacy standards anyways. By Modern and Pioneer standards, it's not really that many lands at all. If they have a Planeswalker here, could be in some trouble. Brain Surge? You got it. Card's crazy. I haven't tried it on the channel yet. Probably should, though. If they can set up a Terminus on my turn, that also deals with Kaito. But if I can find a red blast before that, should be in pretty good shape. Or even like Thoughtseize, I feel like could complicate things for them. Do this first. God, Bolt is getting pretty close, isn't it? There's from the Catacombs. Getting a creature in the graveyard might be harder than I thought, though. But gosh, yeah, that is quite good, isn't it? I guess if I cast Bowmasters right now, they'd be pretty incentivized to counter it. Everything's going according to plan. They even had that counter spell that I thought they had. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm some genius for reading Counterspell when someone passes on turn 2 with blue blue up. I'm really not. I'm also expecting a Get Lost on this Kaito at some point. Snapcaster Mage? Sure. For Brain Surge, that's pretty darn good. When your Snapcaster Mage also gets an inherent 2-for-1, kind of in the Rost form, you draw 4 cards but only put 2 back. Card's crazy. We're not wasting this mana. Did I mean to do that? Alright, they're going to hope to have Force of Negation for this one. Maybe I shouldn't have fetched that basic too, because now I don't have anything to get on the first room here, but I'm almost certain this will get countered. And I want to be able to do it again through back to basics. Yep. Cool. Alright, so we'll tap that down instead. And put them to 4. If they crack a fetch, I can snap Bolt. Snapcaster Mage for Brainstorm, I'm guessing. Yep. They're definitely keeping their hands stocked. I'll give them that. We're not the best deck at challenging that kind of thing. Ponder. Shuffle. See if they have a third force. Would be a bit much, right? Or maybe I should just overload them. I think that's probably wiser. I personally would not have done that. I think I would have just sacrificed the stunned Snapcaster Mage, but it's easy to like not even think about that being on the battlefield. Do you have a fourth force? No? Alright, well I'm gonna try and bolt you. Alright, we got there. Blue, white, and Jeskai, traditionally one of GRIXIS Control's best matchups, just because we can really make white 1-for-1 removal pretty ineffective. Dang, we're 3-0. Things are getting serious. I gotta wake up a little more, I think, before I play another one. Welcome to round number 4 here. We're up against the Lightwalker, who plays Red Painter. Barrowgoyf traditionally pretty good against that deck. Gee, I don't know. It's a 1-lander, but I like Bolt. Thoughtseize is not so bad. Our propensity to draw lands certainly comes in. Maybe Brainstorm will help. Who really knows? I do like my Painter matchup. Except when they go mid-range value, then it's pretty difficult. The Lightwalker is really good at just finding ways to win. So more often than not, I think he chooses to go for combo lines. It's a very effective play style, but I'm hoping it's one that will play into my hand a little bit. Alright, opponent's good on 7. We're just gonna Thoughtseize on 1 here. See what they kept. Double Servant, Saga. Take a Painter Servant. Bolt the other one, hopefully. They drew a Welder. That's pretty good. I could use a land off the top. Force of Will. Okay, how about Brainstorm? Oh shit. I think we've just lost. Put those back. Pass the turn. Probably lose to Urza's Saga this game. Can cantrip with a Cling. I will force that. Pitch Narset. And they'll hit me for 1. Now we gotta draw through some stuff. It's too bad. I feel like just hitting 1 land would have been so good here. That's just not how stuff goes. Ooh, they drew another one. Safe to say we've lost this. We know what we're going to draw. We can go to the next game. Drawing 3 Painter's Servants. Quite good. Oh wait, I could have drawn... Yeah. Probably should have clinged my own card. Let's see if it would have mattered. Yeah, it probably would have mattered. Oh man, I forgot I was 3-0. I should probably trying a little harder. Say Consign, Meltdown. Yeah. Let's try a little harder, huh? Opposition Agent. Can go down on Force of Will and Kaito and Narset. They like to play a Red Blast in Painter decks. Maybe I'll keep that Reanimate around though. Don't need 2 Thought Seizes, almost certainly. Stock Up might be a bit of a liability against a deck with so many Red Blasts. Maybe Tamiyo is just worse. Can probably find a good moment for Stock Up, especially when you just need a lot of resources if they pivot onto a combo plan. And even though we didn't see any Red Blasts, they chose blue for Painter Servant. The only reason why you'd ever do that is if you had Red Blasts in your deck because they saw Force of Will. Great hand. This is more what I'm talking about. Just some lands, you know. The deck is built to have lands. We're not too concerned about Magus of the Moon either, given that we have Lightning Bolt. So it's very possible we'll have to use that Lightning Bolt on something else. Lightwalker's taking a mulligan. Knows what to look for. Good on 6. Let's see what we can do here. Mountain Go. Likely going to mean Red Blast. I'll happily Surveil here. I'll bin that land. We're so likely to find a 4th one through the course of the game, yeah, just like that. Yeah, I don't really want my Strix to get Red Blasted here. I suppose I'll also play around Blood Moon. Could grab a basic island there. Ancient Tomb and a pass. That's interesting. Reanimate. Alright, well I want them to think that Blood Moon is still good. If that's even something they do, I don't know. But I want them to think it's good, so I'm not going to show them Basic Swamp yet. Urza's Saga. So probably no Blood Moon. Not until that runs its course, of course. Do they have anything good to hit with Reanimate? I guess if I'm Hellbent, I could take their Phyrexian Dragon Engine, that'd be kind of cool. But for the most part, yeah, it doesn't seem great. Bowmasters. If I can pick off the first construct with Bowmasters, that seems kind of fun. Which would mean they'd have to commit kind of a nothing artifact, like, I don't know, Lotus Petal, something like that. That could be good for us. It would even up the cards in hand situation. This is a real stare down. I think they must have tons of red blasts, which my hand is lining up quite nicely against. Brazen Borrower. Alright. I'm ready to fight. I need to see them make the second construct first, though. If they're not going to make another construct, I'm just going to hold my interaction pretty close here. Man, I guess I won't lose to Pithing Needle either, though. That would be pretty embarrassing. We've got Badlands here. What are they going to get? Grindstone? Ah, Mishra's research desk. The desk on wheels. No second Saga sure is nice. I feel like they often come in pairs. I wonder if that's worth doing before or without so much mana up, you know? Okay, there's a Welder. Card's a problem. I'll pretty happily edict that, in fact. Oh, it's until the end of your next turn. That's pretty strong. They almost certainly still have so many red blasts up, too. I'm guessing that's what's in their hand, you know? Snapcaster Mage. Could be good. If I had my own Welder, I could really wreak havoc, couldn't I? Well, I mean, only if they had like something relatively harmless like Lotus Petal in their graveyard. That would be funny, though. How much havoc are we really going to be wrecking, you know? Alright, pass it back, I guess. Sad to not push damage, but we're just really not in a position to do anything. There's Research Desk. Couple of pretty underwhelming hits. Taking the City of Traders, so they want a lot of mana. Got it. And they're going to unearth the Research Desk. I wasn't able to reanimate that one. And then what did they get this time? Ancient Tomb Pyroblast. A couple more underwhelming hits that I can kind of just choose to play around here. But turning off blue for a couple turns, it's not great. I don't love it. Goblin Engineer, sure. Now I think I'm pretty happy to just, you know, Kolaghan's Command here. Putting a Lotus Petal in there. Do they know I'm on Reanimate? It's interesting. Alright. Let's clean up the board here. Then we can push some damage with a land. Snap Pyroblast is an option. So good. So good. So good. This is what I was talking about. This is the value that's difficult to keep up with. There's more? This is till end of this turn, so like, still can't really do anything, you know? They can Pyroblast for as long as they want. There's Karn. Going down with Karn, what do they get? Another grindy card. Yeah, that's pretty grindy. Now, unless they have a, what's it called? Simian Spirit Guide, which wouldn't be the worst. Can actually get around that Pyroblast. Let's try it. What do you think about this? Okay, cool. What about a Brainstorm? Looking for probably like Meltdown at this point. They're at 12. How hard do I go in on this? Okay, they do have a Spirit Guide. They're gonna Red Blast this Brainstorm for free. Oh man. I wish I knew the right posture to take. I'm pretty sure it's control. Pretty sure it's control. Alright, snap Kolaghan's Command. Should probably do this now. It puts me shields down. So if they top deck like Painter or Grindstone, they have 6 mana. But like I said, I'm almost certain one of the cards in their hand is Red Blast, if not like entirely positive. Alternatively, is even going after the research desk that good? Maybe not. How about a flying attacker? Oh, I screwed up. This doesn't get blue right now. Shit. That was so bad. I'm hoping they forgot about Bowmasters here. They did not. Of course they didn't. Painter's Servant. I'm gonna try and snap Bolt. I have a feeling it will be met with Red Blast. Then reanimating Snapcaster Mage is not that bad, honestly. Brainstorm. Do I want to just force, maybe? Reanimate is a sorcery. I'll hit for 1. This 1 seems pretty important. Multiples of 3 and all that. Reanimate. Target. Yeah, Kolaghan's Command. Of course. Ooh, what if they just don't make a construct, though? That would be really funny. I mean bad, but you know what I mean. It'd be funny. Alright, guess it's up to me then. I'm not calling your bluff. And I guess I have them discard? Probably seems like the safest thing to do here. Let's see if it's Red Blast after all. That was a Painter Servant. Wild. Mega wild. Little concerned to see what they get with their stuff. Now we're looking for Meltdown for sure. Hoping I don't have to force this turn. Soul Guide Lantern, yep, that makes sense. Going after Bolt. They have a Reflection, there's Passing, okay. Oh, definitely worth a jump. Now how are we going to do this? Meltdown would be ideal. Ponder, can start there. They top decked Pyroblast. Sure. Cast Brainstorm. None of these really work that well, do they? Certainly gonna Bolt Reflection. And I guess just pass it back. We have a lot of looks though. So really hoping to find a Meltdown. They flip Fable the Mirror Breaker. That's upsetting. And if they top deck to land, they only have to pay 2 life. Okay, but they didn't. Maybe Brazen Borrower can get over the line. Happy to clear these though. Cast Brainstorm. Meltdown way too late. Damn it. Didn't hit a blue source either. Shit. Quite unfortunate. Cling to Dust. That is probably what we wanted for sure. Okay. See if I can grind this out. Decline trigger. Attacking with that. Yep. Can't really afford to block. Playing a land and then passing. Sure. I'm gonna attack. Try and get over the line. Do I consign that? Yeah, I do. Grindstone resolves. No attack makes sense. They're also not activating their Soul Guide Lantern, which gives me another draw, which is pretty nice. Send it back. Maybe I should just melt down now so I don't lose from a painter off the top. Sure. They'll draw in response. So now Brazen Borrower is lethal in the air. Saga's hopefully too slow. Fable's hopefully too slow. Alright, sweet. Boy, that was scary. Hope the next game is less scary. Hope they have less grinding machines, less sagas. Less Fables. Yeah, less Sagas in general. Too many Sagas. This is the kind of matchup I really want to bring in Price of Progress, but most of their lands are basic mountains, so it just doesn't apply. But it's, damn, it's frustrating, you know? You know? I wonder if on the draw I could use a surgical. Just kind of get tricky. We saw the welders. The research desk is kind of a thing. Not that much of a thing, but a thing enough, you know? I don't hate Spellbomb. Okay. Yeah, Spellbomb stays value positive, which is nice. Double Bolt. That's a keep. It's from the Catacombs is very funny, though. We'll see how long it takes for that to become relevant. So we might not have 5 lands for a minute. Welder. Mountain. Alright, I'll see if I top deck Bowmasters here. No. I guess I can wait until they play another artifact, though, right? Saga. Probably have to consign Chapter 3. As long as they don't, you know. Okay. I mean, Chapter 2. I want to consign Chapter 2. Unless I top deck, like, Meltdown or something, I guess. Okay. That Spirit Guide's really messing up the Edict. Consign to memory. It's not as positive, you know? Not as value positive. But I could clear the board if that's something I'm really worried about. Yeah, I want to stay value positive here. Move towards land drops, yep. If I can just keep the board clear and then slam from the Catacombs, seems like it'd be pretty strong. As long as they don't like resolve Karn here. Ensnaring Bridge, that's fine. I'll hide behind the initiative. Yep. Okay. Redraw that beautiful card. Send it back. Definitely gonna consign a Painter Servant if they have one of those. They got Research Desk. Very interesting. Alright, hopefully they don't have Red Blast. They didn't have one last turn. Great. Dragon Engine Mountain. Okay, Dragon Engine's in exile. Probably just snap consign that. Or maybe it doesn't really matter if they play it. No, I think I want the board to be clear when I cast from the Catacombs. See, I'll just pass. Bolt my Strix. You got it. Unearthing the research desk. Yep. Activating it. See Fable and Fury. Pretty good choices here. But Dragon Engine will remain in exile if they want to play that. And they missed 2 damage. Okay. Oh, until their next turn, right? Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's take the initiative, how about? Bolt, snap, bolt, probably. And I can still hold up a bolt. Or I could bolt now and just draw 3 new cards. Oh, from your graveyard. Yeah, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. So I just got Strix. No, I think I still get Engine. Sure, yeah. Alright, pass it back. Gonna have to eventually get through that ensnaring bridge, but I like our position quite a bit. Bolt Dragon Engine. No cards left. Fable. Goblin Engineer. Decline to search. Bolt the Engineer. Let's go to the Forge. Let's ponder. Yeah. Take Cooldown's command. Shock Shatter. Smash for 4. Get these Bowmasters in. Give them 1 draw to figure this out. I'm not even sure if there is 1 draw that can do it. Got the GGs. Whew. Always crazy games against Lightwalker. Well, up for a trophy. Alright, folks, here we go. Final round. Opponent keeping 7. We're on the draw. This hand is not that bad unless we're up against a wasteland strategy. Let's just mulligan. This is a little more well-rounded. I'm going to bottom Badlands. We don't have the bomb in Kaito anymore. But, you know. We have lands. Basic Island. Tameo. Okay. This could very well be a wasteland deck. I think I'm happy to just bolt this. Ordinarily, I'm fine just letting a Delver or a Dragon's Rage Channeler hit me for 1, but it's a little different with Tameo. You let them get that card, all hell breaks loose. Ooh, stock up? Hell yeah. Hopefully that will unmulligan me and then some. Undercity Sewers. This is probably blue-black tempo. Not an easy matchup. Definitely not one you want to mulligan in, that's for sure. I wonder if they were thinking about dazing. See if I can draw out some Bowmasters with Cling to Dust here. I bet I could. I'm drawing a card. Don't you want to Bowmasters me? Heh yeah. Alright. That will also unmulligan us when these Bowmasters take out their Bowmasters. Barrowgoyf. Good for the matchup. It might run into a Fatal Push or something though, which is not great. Well, I got Kolaghan's Command. We have the right cards. I feel like we need to hit some land drops. And everything should be fine. Alright, they are not on the hook for a cantrip, which makes sense. Sheoldred's Edict. It's not a card you see too often. I was gonna block because of Kaito, but now I'm not, since they don't have 3 mana up. I'll go to 14, even though it's a little scary. They haven't shown me a Wasteland yet. Yeah. That's a little risky, but I'm gonna surveil and try to hit a land drop here. What the hell's going on? Cling my Cling? Oh, what a nightmare. How could you? Hit my land drop. I think I can resolve a stock up here. Take Force and I guess Lightning Bolt. Wait, what's the point in taking Force without a blue card though? So I could just take Bolt and I don't know, Brazen Barber? Yeah, that seems good. What if no, though? What if I took Brainstorm instead? No, I think it's fine. While they're tapped out, I could bolt this army. Yeah, that seems fine. Gonna have to do something about that Cling, though. Not happy about that Cling. Gosh, Cling to Dust. They don't make it easy. What is this? It's like a mirror, pretty much. Nile Spellbomb. It's a little redundant, but still pretty darn good. More Bowmasters is nice. Now I can double spell. Just trying to clear the way for Barrowgoyf, ultimately. I'm not sure what their last card is. I feel like I left the wrong colors up too. What if I want a Petty Theft? They're holding that Spellbomb too. They're holding everything. Force of Will is super nice. Let's try and end this game. Mystic Sanctuary for Sheoldred's Edict. Well, I'm not fighting over that. Yeah, it seems like they've taken a lot of my cards and taken the red out. Hopefully that means Red Blast can be a mirror breaker of sorts. Don't mind that land. Just keep pushing damage here. As soon as I find Kaito, I'll be pretty happy. Now it's time to Spellbomb. Take Bowmasters. You discard. This might seem somewhat painful, but it's really good that they used Cling to gain life instead of drawing a card. And they dropped the Edict. They've ground back up here. Land go. Okay. Kaito, Kaito, Kaito. Yeah! That's rather good. Ooh, ooh, ooh. No Edict in sight. No Bowmasters in sight. Do I need Kolaghan's Command, though? I think so, yeah. We'll go top, top. Bowmaster them heavily, heavily. Hope they don't have Force Blue card. This is worth fighting over. It's a lot of card advantage. Force of Will. Nice. Mystic Sanctuary, huh? Oh my goodness. How many frickin' sanctuaries do they have? I'm drawing Kolaghan's Command. I got one more turn of fun. And maybe Kaito can come up with a method of protection. We'll see. Maybe I could just burn them out, though. So if I Bowmasters 10, they take 6 down to 4. It's not enough. Let's just not get all that aggressive here. Baleful Strix, but also Force of Will. I'm not sure what their last card is. Maybe it's Daze. I want to see if it's Daze. I want to know if they have Daze in this deck or not. Seems like maybe no. Toxic Deluge. In the main board, very interesting. We got this one. Seems like blue-black control. I think we can certainly expect Kaito out of this deck. Red Blast from the Catacombs, even though they have Spellbomb, has to be just a real hammer. Cling to Dust will be an issue, of course, so we gotta make sure to... I might even bring in Surgical Extraction so I can definitively win the Cling to Dust mirror, because that will be important. I'll take one. What cards aren't as good? Maybe a couple Lightning Bolts. I'm sure they'll have Hydroblast, so Kolaghan's Command could also be a bit of a liability. Things like Barrowgoyf in general in a control mirror are not super desirable. Force of Will. I want some number just so they don't like run away with the game when I'm on the draw. I don't know, maybe Surgical's not that good. I always laugh when people bring in Surgical against me. I don't laugh, but you know what I mean. I don't think they're playing Wasteland. I'm going to drop a Badlands. I don't think you can support Wasteland if you're playing maybe the whole playset of Mystic Sanctuaries. We saw 3 that game. It's kind of insane. Opponent is very cool. I'm impressed. I'll take Fatal Push. They also had Tamio, though. I don't want to go super low on bolts. 2 cuts? Jeez. Yeah, I don't want Surgical. Come on. Reanimate is so efficient. Do I really need all 3 red blasts is the last question, I think. Let's go with 2. Yeah, this is what we want. If I can red blast a Tameo and reanimate it, that'd be pretty sweet. Or if they've been a creature right now that I can take. Damn, they put a card on top. Scary. Baleful Strix is good. Although they might have Bowmasters, so gotta look out for that. Yeah, seems like they might have it. Brainstorm. Yeah, that's fine. Definitely allows me to resolve a Strix, which is cool. Oh. Ponder's also fine. Well, they don't shuffle. Ponder. That should help me find some lands. Play Strix for now. Hopefully hit that land naturally. No. A lot of good cards in hand, but gotta make something of them. They have a Barrowgoyf. Kaito. Oh, that's so close to being good. Fatal Push. Might want to put that in hand, just in case they, like, you know, remove my Strix. Yeah. What am I discarding, though? Probably from the Catacombs. Yeah, definitely from the Catacombs. Weird line, right? Force of Will would really tie this hand together. Snapcaster Mage. For what? Ponder. It's good value. No shuffle. And we're staring at each other. Probably not time to put Kaito in just yet, right? Play Tameo. Now maybe Price of Progress would be kind of good. I already have 3 non-basics out. I don't know. It's kind of funny. Still a stare down over here. I don't really have anything good to do. Next turn I can generate Revolt with a clue token, which is kind of cool. If I knew for certain I was going to get a land, that would be one thing. But we don't know that. Opposition Agent? Sure. Yeah, these are a lot of my cards, aren't they? Interesting. Swinging with these two. I think Kaito returning Snapcaster Mage would be a lot worse than Opposition Agent, so I'm just going to assume they have Kaito. It's probably a pretty safe thing to assume. I could just Red Blast Snapcaster Mage. Probably want to block Opposition Agent. It's a card that creates problems, you know. This was my gut feeling. Yep, I knew it. Okay. Alright, push Barrowgoyf. They're gonna 0 Kaito, it's pretty good. Top. Thought sees me. Ooh, pretty good. What do they want to take? Red Blast is like the most immediate of their problems. Kaito's a pretty long-term problem. And I take Kaito. Makes sense. Activate Clue. Ponder. There's my land. Alright, first things first. Take this pressure off. They have response. Yeah, there's the blue blast I was worried about. Okay. Well, I suppose I should ponder next. Double Thoughtseize. And then a land. It's not horrible. Actually, it kind of is. I'm going to shuffle. Perfect. Now you have days? I tried to do all that work trying to find days, and now they have it? I'm kind of in shock. Well, they untap with Kaito. This is terrible. Right after shuffling and getting exactly what I needed. Now there's a card on top. Make a land drop. Reanimate Snapcaster Mage. Target. Edict. I don't want to lose to another frickin' blue blast. Cling. Yep. I'll cling your cling. Orcish Bowmasters. Oh, Jesus. Getting what they need. Alright, guess I'll flip Tamio. You win this round. Actually, let's just force. I don't want to deal with these. Might be a little rash. And they did not cling from the catacombs, which is a small win. Brazen Borrower would be a beating. Okay, there goes Tamio. Just can't get this Kaito gone, unfortunately. It's being a real pain. Should I concede them a card or keep this board presence? I'm gonna try and attack it back. Might not work. But we'll see. And they have counterbalance. It's impressive. What'd they put on top? If they put a 3 on top, because they know about Kolaghan's command, I'd be very impressed. Maybe they put a 5 on top from the catacombs? I'm not sure. Well, let's find out. I don't think it's a 3. And they can't Mystic Sanctuary anything up there, so... Wow, it worked. Holy shit. There might be hope yet. Was it a 2? No, it was a 1 probably. Alright. Or maybe a 5. Could be a 5. If it's a 5, I feel like they don't want to draw it, but maybe? I'm not sure. Toxic Deluge for 1. So there was a 3 in the mix. That's crazy. Alright. Nile Spellbomb. It's a good way to test the counterbalance. A lot of different CMCs going on here. Maybe I was supposed to opposition agent in response. That would have been funny. But not very good. Well, now the initiative is part of the game, which is kind of insane. Maybe not smart. I don't know, we'll see. Everything makes sense now. It's a freaking counterbalance deck. Opposition agent, sure. There's no way they want to draw that brainstorm, right? Yeah. What do they want to draw? Deluge? Take the initiative? I'll take it back. I'll be at 4, which is kind of scary. No, sorry, 5. I forgot. It's a well-designed card. Hold on. I should get Snapcaster Mage. Ponder on top. So that means I cannot really do anything, huh? Boy, that Ponder is scary. If I can spike a Red Blast. Oh shit, Bowmasters, huh? Right on top. I don't spike a Red Blast. But if they take Bowmasters, now what's that really going to do for them, you know? I'll happily block. Stock up. Not bad. They won't know it's on top of the deck, though, which is pretty big. But you can bet on them having those Bowmasters. Go to the trap. Ponder. Bin Ponder. Cast Ponder. Murderous Cut on top. Okay, good to know. Jesus. Bowmasters. Cast Edict. Murderous Cut. Oof. Oh, they picked up 2 Bowmasters. That's pretty good. Oh, I have to do this now. Definitely have to do it now. So yeah, they'll draw Murderous Cut. Probably Murderous Cut. Bowmasters. Force a block. Or not. Draw a card. That Scalding Turn's not going to do anything. Send it back. Yep. Cast Bowmasters. Brainstorm. Ooh, that's not good. Resolve Opposition Agent. Hopefully. Fluster on top. Well, we know that's 1 card, not a 2. Hopefully they don't find any 2s. Be great if they didn't find a 2. Or if the 2 they find is Edict and they can't clear Opposition Agent, that'd be good too. No reveal. Force a Will. Block. of course. Gotta block. Now I'm going to Throne of the Dead 3, and I have to work through a Fluster at some point. Always Bowmasters. It's gotta be. Play Strix, just really looking for freaking Lightning Bolt or something. More Bowmasters. It's so close. We know at some point they have to draw Fluster. This seems like a pretty done deal, but I'm not sure. Getting the GGs. Better not time out. Send it back. Reanimate Barrowgoyf, going out in style. Ooh, well, that was an epic league, huh? Oh, man. That took it out of me. That took it out of me. But hey, check it out. The hard work kind of paid off because I should be back on the top 5 of the leaderboard. Yeah, there I am in 3rd, right under my good pal Tony Scaponi. And right above my other good buddies, Faulted Form and Larson. And my buddy, the Shallow Grave. A lot of great people playing Legacy. A lot of really great people playing Legacy. Ooh, so, the deck. Yeah, there's something really great about the consistency of having 2 Kaitos. The deck definitely feels like it has more of a plan than ever before. I still don't know about this Reanimate. It's just so goofy. Like, it's a generically super powerful card in a format that's rewarding it. But I'm sure there will be times in Legacy where this is a laughable choice. From the Catacombs, did not expect to run into so many grindy matchups, but I feel like people are just kind of in the mood for that now. There's been such a combo winter, literally, that I think people are kind of breaking out decks like GRIXIS Control again. And you want cards like From the Catacombs in that situation. As far as I can see, I think it's the best grindy black bomb there is. The escape, the initiative, the reanimation effect, so good. And then, yeah, I think I'm fine with 2 consigns. We didn't run to Eldrazi, but like I said in the deck tech, consign's only trading for 2/3 or half a card anyways. I think we can live with 2. Unless Carnforge Ring makes a huge resurgence. I think that's about it. I'm gonna go rest now. That was insane. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. Please check out my Patreon if you'd like to support me some more. And I'll see you next time.